Hey guys, Chris Lynton here from Tribefit, and today I wanted to take you through the easiest baby step from going from a face-to-face, pure face-to-face trainer to an online trainer. Way too many trainers, when I speak to them, they get stagnant, they get stuck, they have a roadblock when they're thinking, hey, Chris, I'm a face-to-face trainer at the moment and I've got no idea about what to do as an online trainer. I conceptually know what to do, but I've never practically done it. And unfortunately, I don't have the confidence to make that leap. If that is yourself, and if you fall into that bucket, what I always recommend is taking that baby step somewhere in the middle in what I call hybrid online training. Hybrid online training is a phenomenal way to get started, to kind of get your sea legs and test the online format with your face-to-face clients, but also it allows you to tap into opportunities that are sitting right on your nose and to be earning additional income and not selling more time for money, but actually selling your knowledge for money rather than time for money as a face-to-face trainer. Online personal training is a fantastic leap. It's a fantastic jump to go to. And like I said, if you are kind of stuck and you know what to do, but you have that fear of taking that leap to going solely online, the best way to do it, the hybrid online training. And what that means is basically you have clients and you might see them face-to-face at the moment. You might see them 1, 2, 3 sessions a week or whatever it might be, but adding on an online component to those clients. And it is an opportunity, like I said, to upsell your existing clients, to be able to save clients that are face-to-face but potentially can't afford your services at the moment and are trying to cut back costs, or alternatively, face-to-face clients that are either moving in different areas or potentially going on holidays if it is the holiday period around you as well. In terms of the hybrid, how best to do it, and like I said, I'll take you through all of those steps as well. Your existing face-to-face clients, they might see you 2, 3, 4, whatever it is times per week. As a result, it is quite costly, and unfortunately the downside of it is you're just selling time for money. In addition to that, you are just like every other face-to-face trainer out there because you are seeing them face-to-face. You can make yourself that next level unique by adding your face-to-face training, but also the online side. And that can be, giving them a nutrition program to follow online, a training program to follow when they're not specifically working out with you. And also having that accountability and that motivation to be able to touch base with someone on a 24-hour basis and feeling like they have a mentor and a coach there by their side. As a result, you'll be able to increase your prices as a face-to-face trainer because you're adding on this hybrid online format, but also what you're doing, as I mentioned before, you're making yourself that next level unique. Other trainers that are in your gym, your location, your area who are just doing face-to-face, they will not be able to compete with your hybrid offering because it'll actually be very unique. And as a result, all of the clients you've got will stick with you longer term. And then also you'll start to attract other face-to-face clients to you who hear about your hybrid offering because it will be a unique thing. That's first and foremost. Secondly, if you do have face-to-face clients that, like I said, might be training a couple of times a week with you, and unfortunately, they've brought up, hey, unfortunately, finances are getting a little bit tough, I'm going to have to start cutting back. Hybrid online training is a perfect opportunity to not lose a large amount of income. Because you're not selling your time for money, the hybrid format can be very, very cost effective. You can add those training programs, those nutrition programs, the support, the accountability onto it for a very cost effective format. Let's just say, for example, each face-to-face session you have with a client at the moment is $50, let's just say, for example, and you see them 3 times a week. And they were saying, hey, unfortunately, Chris, I can't afford $150 a week right now. I'm going to have to cut back. Rather than losing that client, you can say, hey, all right, I'll see you 1 session per week for $50. And then if you pay an extra $30 or $40, I can give you this online hybrid format as well. So as a result, rather than losing $150 client per week, you're actually pulling them back to a $90 per week format, and you're only having to see them 1 time a week. And once again, you're not selling your time for money as much as possible. In addition to that, the other awesome thing, too many people lose clients, face-to-face clients, when they go on holidays, when they travel for work, or alternatively, they have to move area or whatever it might be. I speak to personal trainers day in, day out saying, my clients love me, but unfortunately, sometimes my clients move state, move areas, and unfortunately they have to leave me. And they always say, oh, if there was only some way I could stay with you, I would love to stay with you. Hybrid online training is the best way to go. Or selling them straight into online training. So if they can't see you face to face, you don't lose that client, you've got that great rapport, and you don't lose that income that otherwise would have just gone straight away. So they're the perfect formats if you are a face-to-face trainer and you're feeling hesitant jumping straight into purely finding people in online that don't know who you are or and trying to attract them towards you. Start taking advantages of the opportunities sitting right under your nose, and that is generally your current face-to-face clients. Don't lose that income opportunity when holiday periods come around because someone's going away with their family for 4 weeks. If you have that online tack on, if you're able to do the online format, they can continue to train, they can continue to get your education, your knowledge, and your accountability and motivation while they're on holidays. Whereas if you were just a face-to-face trainer, they would pause their membership, they would pause their sessions or whatever it might be. And as a result, too many face-to-face trainers get that up and down inconsistent income. So give that some thought. If you are thinking about going online and you haven't done it yet and you're solely a face-to-face trainer, you know what to do, but you're a bit fearful of taking that step to going purely online, start working with your face-to-face clients, start implementing that hybrid format, and as a result, you'll secure more income for yourself, you'll have a more consistent income, you'll be selling less time for money and selling your knowledge for the money as well, but also educating yourself and bridging the gap to going purely online. So hopefully that makes sense. If you've got any questions, make sure you reach out, but take advantage of that opportunity while you can, and take advantage of the opportunity sitting right under your nose.